All right, hello everybody. Hope you guys are doing absolutely wonderful today. So in today's video, I'll be teaching you guys the most efficient way to grind and utilize the technique rerolls. So as you can see, technique shards. The number one method I'd recommend all of you guys do immediately is do your raids. Yeah, you might not be strong enough to do the raids, but if you can find somebody to carry you to do the raids, then you definitely should. Because with stage 6, you get a bonus. You get 3 stages that are boosted that guarantee you at least 4 to 5 rerolls. So it's definitely worth your time. You can definitely solo stage 6 of Marineford by yourself, most likely without Overlord units. Hell City might be a little bit difficult. Get some help. Snowy Capital, probably going to be difficult. Get some help. Leaf Village, definitely get some help. It's even tough with the amount of overlords I have, but you know, once you really get into the rhythm and groove of it, you'll be able to do it relatively easily. So the number one method I suggest to you is do your raids. They're a daily thing. Do not forget to do them. Now, on to method number 2. Method number 2 is honestly just doing your daily and weekly quests. As you can see, for this daily quest, I can do this every day and get 8 free rerolls along with some jewels, which is very useful. So I can get 8 rerolls just by killing 5,000 enemies, doing Elemental Cavern 5 times. It doesn't matter what difficulty you do it on. So for example, if you struggle on Elemental Cavern, you could do it on normal difficulty and they'd still reward you all the same. So it's definitely something you want to consider. You could also get help for it, which is just another thing you can do. If you need help for it, get help for it. I only need to complete 60 ways with another player. That's easy. If you haven't done your godly quest with the hog thing, like get to wave 100, you should definitely do that. It's just killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and then complete 5 stage 6 raids. You can do that if you're following the first method and completing these raids that you can do to get techniques. So that is something you for sure want to do. But for the third method, let's head on back to world number 1 and see what's cracking. So technique rerolls, as you guys can see, play a vital part in the game because you really need these to be able to do most of the content in the game now. I can see how many people don't enjoy it, how many people don't like it, but you know, it's just the sad truth of the game. The game does provide you with a lot of rerolls, so it kind of balances itself out in a way. Another thing you should do is you should definitely come into World 1. As you can see, you get 2 rerolls for just logging into the game. Now, there's a chance that you might get a quest that asks you to summon on the banner for some extra rerolls, and that right there is wonderful. That's just free rerolls for summoning on a banner that you probably already summoned on. So that's just free money. You definitely do want to consider that. Don't just stay cooped up in World 2. Check on World 1, see if you have any of those quests, and get those free rerolls. Another thing you can do is this kill 234, this kill enemies in any mode mission. The number varies depending on how many you've actually killed. This quest is just a whatever quest. You can do it by doing anything in the game. Anything in the game involves you killing some type of enemy, so this quest really just comes to you naturally. As you can see, it says 0 rerolls, but every 5 times you do this quest, you get 1 reroll. So it really stacks up. So like, consider this. Imagine if the quest was set to 1k each time, which I don't think it is, but let's just say it is. I've done this quest 233 times, and then you divide that by 5. I've made 46, around 47 rerolls off this one mission. So you can definitely see how useful it is when you're literally just playing the game. So this mission is definitely something you want to keep in mind. Well, you don't really have to. It's just a good way to get rerolls. Jesus Christ. Alright. You definitely also want to do your story mode and your infinites. See, I didn't even know I claimed mine. So This resets almost every update, or not almost every update. This resets pretty often. You get one reroll for doing any story mode on nightmare difficulty. As you can see, you get one reroll for doing any story mode on nightmare difficulty. And you also get some other great stuff. For example, if you do a infinite on nightmare difficulty all the way to wave 50, you'll gain a grand total of 6 rerolls. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 different stages you can do that on. So let's do the math. 11 times 6 is 66 rerolls just for doing infinites on every stage. That is wonderful, and you should definitely do it if you have the time to do it. I also want to recommend that you... Whoa, wait, is it like that for all of them? It's 7 rerolls. I can't count. So yeah, 11 times 7, 77 rerolls. That's even better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, just gotta make sure it's 11. Gotta make sure I'm not tweaking. And then you can also do the nightmare difficulty on each story mode. So that's 6 times 11. So basically, just by doing your story quest, you gain a grand total of 143 rerolls. So if you haven't done your story mode quest, you should. Like on a 4 times trait weekend, you can probably get a good trait like Avatar, Overlord, or Glitched on a unit with those amount of rerolls you get just by doing story. Like, it's worth your time for sure. So with that out the way, let's move on to the battle pass. I know not everybody can afford the premium side of the battle pass, not even I can. So here we are. But the free battle pass is ridiculously good. So you can just level up this free battle pass and get it going just by playing the game. You need kills to level up. So as you can see, you get technique shards, and it slowly increases every single time you make it through. Eventually it increases to 15, and eventually it increases to 20 for the last one. If I'm not mistaken, I believe you get like 100 and something for doing the free path, and about 200, close to 300 for doing the paid path. So you're basically guaranteed a Overlord unit on a 4 times trait weekend. Now, I don't want to say guaranteed because that's kind of putting your hopes way higher than they should be, but it's pretty likely, if your luck is decent or at least mediocre, that you get a good trait. So that's definitely something you also want to consider, because that is broken. Like, just killing enemies just like this quest, you're getting free rerolls for it, and progressing your battle pass to get even more various rewards like jewels, emeralds. Nobody really uses them. Mythical shards, perfect stat cubes. Like, all these things are extremely useful, and you get rerolls on top of it just by playing the game. So you definitely want to consider that. But let's say you've already done all of those, you still have challenges to do, because challenges still provide you with gems, or not gems, they still provide you with technique rerolls. I'm not too sure if you get more technique rerolls or have a higher chance of getting technique rerolls in World 2, but you probably want to play World 2 if you have strong enough units to do so, because I just assume it will give you a better chance since you can only do World 2 challenges in World 2, and it wouldn't make sense for them to just make it harder just because. So you definitely want to do challenges if you need rerolls, because you can also gain a lot of Evo items that you might need. And yeah, challenges are a really good source of rerolls. Infinity Castle is also a okay source of rerolls. Every 5 rooms you do, you get one rerolls. You get 1 technique shard. As you can see, if you make it to room 20, you get 10. If you make it to room 60, you get 15. If you make it to room 90, you get 20. So that is a grand total of 45 rerolls from making it to room 90, and then you got to add on the extra 1 reroll every room. So 90 divided by 5. 90 divided by 5. That's 18 rerolls on top of the 45 that you're already getting, dropping you at a grand total of 63 rerolls just for making it to room yeah, 63 rerolls just for making it to room 90. And you also get a lot of emeralds and other various rewards, as you can see from the season rewards. So it's definitely something you want to consider and something you want to do. You also get Nanami as a unit. So yeah, that's something wonderful. And that just about summarizes every method. We covered raids, we covered quests, we covered battle pass, we covered challenges, we covered Infinity Castle, and we've also covered World 2 weeklies and dailies. Those are the best ways to get technique rerolls. Make sure to save up your technique rerolls until the weekend, because there's a 4 times luck boost every weekend, and that is where you can really shine with those rerolls. That's where you can actually get the good trait you've been waiting for on the unit that you've had put aside for a really long time. So as tempting as it might be, you definitely want to save your technique rolls and not just spend them all at once. But you know, just for the fun of it, let's see what I get. I'm willing to spend it, but who on is the real question. I mean, Gojo got buffed recently, so I want to use him. As you can see, I'm not getting as good traits as I would on the weekend. On the weekend by now, I probably have gotten a one of these traits, one of these orange looking traits. I don't even know what you call them. Like, I would have gotten Vulture, Demigod, or Cosmic by now. But as you can see, I'm not getting anything good, and that's just 26 rerolls down the drain. So don't do what I did. Wait and save them so you can actually get the best bang for your buck. Codes is also a really good one. I don't know how that slipped my mind. Codes is also a really good one. Check on the website and see if you can find any codes, or just search up anime last stand codes, and then there'll be a website that'll show you all the codes that are currently in use. So that's definitely something you want to consider. Make sure to capitalize when they tell you to capitalize. If you don't, then it'll just say the code doesn't work. Sometimes the code just actually doesn't work, so that's something you also want to remember. Yeah, there's a lot of methods to gain technique rerolls, and you want to save it for the weekend because there is a bonus. So with that being said, I think that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and good luck out there grinding for technique shards. See you guys.